think it's only proper to recognize Dr. John Kani as a perfumula before we go to questions and answers. Asimshayeleni izandla. Honorable Dr. John Kani.
Thank you, Patrick, and thank you to my fellow compatriots in this field of the arts. Let me declare interest before I start. I sit on the Presidential Advisory Council where we are allowed to declare interest lest there be a conflict of interest. I have 7 children and 4 sons. Atandwa is one of them. It's just one of my sons. But 7 zakwa checkers naye u7 zakwa checkers. So there's nothing special about him. And I have my other son, Andisa, who I came with to come here. It's true. I started in 1965. And I'm 71 years old. I'm embarrassed by the story I hear today. I'm ashamed to have been in this industry so long, and we've celebrated 20 years of our democracy for which some of us paid for. I carry 11 stab wounds, successfully evading an assassination. I spent time in detention just because I was an actor. How the hell did we get here, Nandiva? The problem simply is mindset. We carry the residue of the apartheid era of a master and servant relationship. And the people who are in government and in power today in those positions still practice the same format of the relationship between us and them. I'm an actor. I am professional. I'm as important as a doctor, a lawyer, a professor, and I have 5 doctorates incidentally. Therefore, when you engage me on a contract with terms and conditions. We are both equal. You do not employ me. You cannot employ me. I do not work for you. We are in contract. We are stakeholders. We are partners. If SABC and these independent producing houses want to enter into a contract with servants and people they say they employ and pay, Mabaye Park Station, there's a lot of people looking for work. If they want professionals who will sell, engage their art, not labor, their art, who will sell their excellence, who will create the personalities of these characters which we were trained to create in order to woo audiences to watch every evening. I'm not employed by you. We are in a contract relationship. And if this contract is going to be terminated, we need to engage each other. We need to negotiate, and you need to show me with 3 different warning letters how I have failed in the terms of the contract. But because the conditions we work under are still master and servant, we are disposable like diapers because I can get the Huggies and I get Pampers, I can get the other ones, or I can get a Malwele and The problem is the change of mindset. We need to impress upon the people we engage and do business with that we are equal. There is no queen without this beautiful lady. It doesn't matter how you can change those diapers, how you can find another one. It doesn't work. Actors in Loving, actors in Bold and Beautiful, actors in all other soapies and series don't have this problem of being disposable, because they know that the value of the series is dependent on these individuals continuing in their artistic excellence to create these characters that have endowed and warmed our hearts in our living rooms. How the hell can that be labor? I ask, when there was a problem with the writers in Hollywood, a Screen Actors Guild, the actors walked out, the directors walked out, the extras and atmosphere walked out. If you say you fire 16 actors, I didn't know the entire company of Generations is 16 people. Where are the other people? I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that there are still people who are working. And I want you to understand one thing. When you see us on television, basically we're almost paid 6 months to 9 months ago. So we are broke as you see me starring. So you might think because you saw me last night, I got paid last night. No, sweetheart. I was paid 6-7 months ago. It's very sad for me to say I had just done a series with Inkaba, with Mzansi Magic and Mnet. I don't know, I was treated with incredible respect. I was understood as a partner and as a stakeholder. I was understood as a shareholder. And I do not understand how the people who are engaging, these beautiful people, don't understand that. Because we remain individuals. I read somewhere that one of the people in charge says, oh, they can come back, but we will negotiate one-on-one. There's an award on the globe in England, in America. It's called the Ensemble. The best company wins the award. There is an award here, the best company. How the hell, when you know that you have the best company in this particular production, now you want to negotiate as individuals? It is the ensemble that we're talking about. For those who are not actors, I hear this nonsense about there are many actors unemployed. There are no many actors unemployed. There's a lot of people here who are not actors, who are not supposed to be in this industry to begin with. There's a lot of people who think they can act. You can't think you can act. You either are an artist or you're not. You can never replace John Kani. I don't care how good you think you are. So let us also, artists, just use a little bit of our own power. Let's know what we are worth. Let's know that we are not laborers. Let's refuse to be told we are on strike. That's Marikana. That is Metal Workers Union. We are an academic entity. We carry degrees, we've been trained, we've schooled at Hans. You never hear lawyers are on strike. Lawyers are on strike. Nobody said the workers are on strike. The magistrates were on strike because of overload. They were not called workers. Nurses are on strike. Doctors are on strike of overload and lack of medicine. They are not called workers, and they cannot be summarily expelled or fired. It's arrogance and stupidity and ignorance to think you could tell these professionals in one letter you are all fired. Come on, guys. We didn't struggle for this. We didn't spend our lives in pain and in the struggle so that we could be treated like we were in apartheid. Yes. We need to make sure that we get a little bold. You need to get a little out of hand. You can act, guys. Let's make sure no one walks on the set of Generations. I don't care whether it is the script writer, the editor, the sound or boom carrier technicians. We will block the doors. It will not continue to shoot. How do you do it? We're being embarrassed. The miners blocked the gate to Longman so that even the cleaners could not go in, so that security could not go in. We sit here and be comfortable and speak bloody good English while the shooting is going on. And we've been threatened that we will use other actors to play these roles. There is no way you could find someone from Park Station to play Men's in Ngubani's role. There's no way. To the union, to our union, which exists. This is time we show our teeth. This is time we stand up and block the doors and make sure that these wonderful people are taken back at their jobs, not tomorrow, today. The only way the union will have teeth is when we say enough is enough. To those who think they don't belong to a union or to some other union that created 16 days ago, the most powerful union is us. It's us, all the practicing artists. I didn't say the working artists, I said the practicing artists. Because you do not work as a doctor, you don't work as a lawyer, you do not work as a magistrate, you don't work as a lecturer at Vich University, you practice. So let's not allow these people to treat us as unskilled laborers. I have very respect for unskilled labor, and my mother was one. So don't think I'm slighting it. So I thought, Patrick and you wonderful people, let me say something, because I may not have a press question. I just want to say, I am in solidarity with your cause. We will all be available to your need. Tell us what you want us to do. Tell us we are knitting at this point. Tell us we're demonstrating at this point. Tell us what is it we're doing. We have to have a plan of action. We cannot just sit here and wait to be told by the people we negotiate with what's the next step. We are equal partners. No one has ever employed me in my entire life since 1965. I have been in contract, equal partners with from here to Broadway to Paris to all over the world. You know that. So before you write that the actors have complained, I am embarrassed by even this average salary. I haven't worked for that much since the 70s. I've worked for much more money since the 70s. So a little average of 55,000 is below working a slave salary. I haven't worked for that. I wouldn't work for that for a day. For a day. On call a day, I wouldn't work for 55,000. Come on. We need to be just a little active, Patrick. You've been in the struggle with me. Come on, Patrick. We know how to throw stones. Come on. We know how to do these things. Let's get together. Let's march. Let's walk. Togas Tole. Organize the office and get the all existing unions. Even COSATU said, I am in support. The ANC said, we are in support. The minister said, we are in support. The people said, we are in support. The social media said, we are in support. Why do you not see that as power? Why do you not understand that we have the entire nation of the Republic of South Africa on our side, on a television public broadcasting service station that is paid by me as a taxpayer? They're not finding the money anyway, they're finding it from us to pay us. So please, everybody, even the young ones that want to be actors, come and say, let me be part of this movement. Because if you don't do nothing, Movango actors will be fired tomorrow. Seven Delan tomorrow. Isidingo tomorrow. Ilando, whatever what is it? Isbaya tomorrow. Zabalaza tomorrow. All of them will be fired tomorrow because we did nothing. I remember Percy Kobos saying, they knocked on the door of my neighbor and they took my neighbor at 3 a.m., the security police. My wife and I remained and watched through the curtain, our lace curtain, and we saw them take him away. The following day, they came for me. And I could see the curtain, lace curtains moving because nobody came out because I didn't come out. This is much bigger than you think. I worked with this young man in a movie called How to Steal 2 Million. He's a brilliant actor who doesn't deserve to be treated with such disrespect. You talk about medical aid, Dogampumloa. Zakes Mukai retired. He was a member of Screen Actors Guild. For 15 years, he wasn't working, and he was earning over $8,000, $9,000 a month as a remuneration for his contributions to the Screen Actors Guild. I'm a member of the British Equity, the Screen Actors Guild. I also, when working abroad, contribute to these 2% of my salary. You could imagine, Atanda, how much that is, 2% of my salary. So that when I grow old, they will be able to look after me. So please, there are no vacancies for generations. So don't go and look for work. There are no auditions being held anywhere for the vacancies left by present actors. Be decent enough to say, not until that situation is resolved will I walk and take someone's bread out of his mouth or her mouth. Thank you.